Hello, world.
My dudes.
My brothers.
Man, no excitement. This show already sucks.
Hi, guys.
We're going to have guests on here again, man.
Yeah.
Hear that Bengal growling.
I'm the guest. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, we're on Rally Round the Natty. Our normal host, Santori Miles, and his father, Merck. And he has three guests today, me, Mig Odell, the Iceman, and Bengals captain. Round of applause, everyone, for us three.
Hooday. All right. So first thing that we always like to touch on is every month we do a charity. Last month, due to me having COVID for like 2 or 3 weeks, we didn't get to post as much as we would have liked to. So we're going to continue and carry over our July charity through August so it can get the love it deserves. We're running with the Hayden Hurst Family Foundation. I think I'm saying that right. I don't know the exact name of it. I should at this point. But we're hoping to get $250 by the end of the month. We're hanging around $75 right now. There's a link in our bio for a GoFundMe. All proceeds that we get, we cut a check at the end of the month. And I always post the receipts, and everybody that donated a receipt so they know that their money actually went there, because there's a lot of scams out there. One thing we do to try and incentivize, if you donate a minimum of $10, you are in the running for a custom jersey from Cooks that we're going to do probably around November, December. You know, somebody wants to do something for the holidays that kind of, paces with that. I'll go down there with you. I'll order it for you, whatever you guys want to do, completely custom. They've got jerseys from the 80s, from the 60s. They do other teams. They've got old Junior Mariner jerseys in there. Whatever you want, completely custom. So minimum $10 donation gets you in the drawing for that. $1 donation gets you in the drawing for a Rally Around the Natty hoodie, which are being produced. I know Jeff likes to tease me about that a little bit. And the mugs that we have produced too. So I'd like to update everybody on that with the show as we go on. That's going to go through the end of August, and I hope that we can have a really good month and support that foundation because it is a fantastic cause.
And it was the Hayden Hurst Family Foundation. The website is haydenhurstfoundation.com.
Yeah, it's something that's really near and dear to Hayden Hurst's heart too. It's something that he's dealt with the mental depression and stuff like that. So I know it's a big deal for him that it's not just something that he's just doing. He actually lived this. So it's very important.
That's part of the reason I picked it too. I've had my own personal struggles. So we always try to do something that does relate. Like the first month we did this, we went with the Ken Anderson Alliance. My brother does have some developmental disabilities, so that was near and dear to our hearts. And, a lot of times what I'll do is I'll reach out to people that follow the show or people that are close with me and get some ideas for some local stuff or some national stuff, depending on what we're doing, just to, make sure that we're not just picking at random. It's stuff that people actually care about and have asked me to do. So this month is the Hayden Hurst Family Foundation, and we hope that the next 29 days, if my molar math is correct, goes great. So If you're out there, you want to help, links in the bio. With that,
I fell into a burning ring of fire.
Oh God, sorry, going sideways.
With that being said, we've got quite the chat going on. I don't think we've ever had this much on Rally Around the Natty. We bring in some of the Bengal superstars.
Well, we got celebrities here.
Yeah, everybody wants to
I went down, and the flames went higher.
That was less about Johnny Cash and more about
Dale?
like the candles lit and like Dale's
it's not
typing with a
candles,
Ouija
sir.
board right now.
It's not candles. It is Bengals lights. Those are little Bengal helmet head lights behind me.
It's his mood lighting for when Marissa actually gets home.
Man, Cincy James is spending some money on the show tonight, breaking out the Woodford Reserve.
Oh,
Rally Around the Natty.
There you go, James. Break it out.
Phenomenal coffee mug that he's drinking out of. Bengals and Brews. Shameless plug.
I just got Mountain Dew. Sorry.
All right. What's this?
That's why I was singing. That's why I was singing it.
I was wondering where the hell that was coming from. So how many of you so actually I need to go with our sponsor. Like a few of the Bengal shows, Brimminghorn Meadery has been a fantastic sponsor for us.
I literally think I'm the only show that they don't sponsor.
Did you ask them?
No.
Well, there's your problem. Yeah, so we always do our Bengal talk brought to you by Brimminghorn. Dad, if you want to do your Viking horn noise.
My
don't
contribution.
have- we don't have all the high test technology that Cap does with his wonderful filters. Then hopefully, we see some on the show tonight. They're quite good.
Oh, that's tempting.
There we go.
There we
Brimmy
go.
Horn Meadery.
So Bengal talk. How many of you saw all the potential updates to what is formerly going to be known as Paul Brown Stadium?
I love it. I can't wait to do the gritty in a nightclub in PBS.
I saw. I'm interested in the districts. Like they said, they were going to possibly do like a Findlay Market district and the German Heritage district. I guess maybe they're going to do. I would assume like Rheingeist, if that's German, is going to be some stuff over there, or like maybe like Hofbrauer House will have something in there. I don't know. Beer garden. I mean,
It's a genius idea.
Yes
Yeah.
to all, please. I'll take all those. I think all of that would be cool.
And people forget that the stadium's how old?
20 years.
The LED lighting that
22
everybody's
years.
infatuated with, which, I am too. I love LED lighting. That's been a newer thing. So, cut them some slack. Now they're due for those improvements. They're due for a little bit of influx of money, and it's going to get wild. I guarantee it.
It sounds awesome. I mean, because my son and his wife just went up to Detroit and looked at their brand new stadium, which they have a nice, really new stadium, but a crappy team. And they're like, "Oh my goodness, it's so much better than PBS." I'm like, "Well, PBS is 22 years old. This thing's less than 10 years old. So there's a big difference." So yeah, it's due for some updates, and I can't wait for it. It sounds extremely exciting for me.
Well, I know
This season's
are they moving the scoreboard, or is it an entire new scoreboard? Like, how's that going to work?
Well, they just got a new one like a couple years ago, didn't they?
Yeah, it sounds like they're going to move it, but they're also going to make it larger. It's going to be more in the corner of the end zone.
Right, it's the north facing one, I believe.
It's going to be Mikey's World. Instead of Jerry's World, it's going to be Mikey's World.
Mikey's
Yeah.
World.
Now, these are all just like suggestions by this company, right? To
Mm-hmm.
toss to the Bengals, and then potentially like it would be on a ballot for Hamilton County, I assume, and things like that.
Right.
Yeah,
So
nothing's set in stone yet. They're starting the
They
process.
WCPO had something today. I get all my stuff on YouTube because I'm a nerd and I just sit on YouTube all day. There was a report through WCPO that they had put up there today that I guess the final negotiations and everything, what their plans are going to be come in November. So there's going to be a lot of talks, over the next couple months of what they want to do. And then I think they're going to try and set it in stone in November and then start moving forward with funding and, what years they're going to do what. Because this is not going to be something that happens all in one off season. It's going to take some time.
Yeah, I remember when they were coming up with the plans for the stadium back in probably 98, 99, something like that. And I know they had some really, really cool renditions that they opted not to do. Those canopies were going to be orange, or they were going to light up orange. I think they were going to be orange, but it was a $5 million upgrade, and they opted not to do it. They also had, and nobody can ever find this anymore. It was almost kind of, think of it like the arch in St. Louis. They were going to put a spike. They called it the Spike. It was going to be in the Ohio River, and it was going to kind of look more like the Washington Monument, but at an angle. It was really weird. But they were going to put that there right on the banks of the Ohio, right where the stadium was.
So we're going to have a giant
Spike.
erect angled
Spike. Yeah.
It's like a Loch Ness horn.
We'll go with Spike because we
Like a
know
narwhal.
we know where this could go.
We were going to
This
have
could go
the
off rails quick.
Cincinnati Narwhal.
Cincinnati Narwhal.
Narwhal. Jeez. Yeah. Thank you.
I just honestly, I hope we get orange seats. I can't. I know I can't stand the green seats. I want orange seats. I don't want black seats because that'll be really, really hot to sit on. But
Freaking
I want
flying
orange seats.
November
That's what I do
games.
want.
Had to be a different shade of orange than Cleveland uses because that's ugly. If you've been to Cleveland, that's an ugly orange.
Cleveland's just ugly.
Yeah.
Everything about it.
So
the
so
entire
anyway,
square radius of Cleveland just
Did anybody see the big
Erased
news
himself.
today? Did they see Jamar Chase wearing my hat?
Oh,
Yes. God.
damn.
You mean this hat?
Yeah, that hat.
This
Yeah, I
this exact one.
Yeah.
Maddie said only
Yeah.
20 of these are even out there, and T. Higgins has one.
Yep.
I have one. Willie Lutz. I mean, elite company for
Exactly.
this exact collar scheme.
well, I was
I
sitting
don't.
there. I was watching the thing. I think
Cap's
it was,
like, I don't.
Cap,
I'll
you're
gi-
not
I'll give you
elite.
Cap.
Okay, you're pretty good, but not elite. Okay,
was-
maybe
I'll
one day.
take it.
it was this
PFF grade about 75, 80. I'll take it.
668. Solid 60.
Easy.
Sure. But no, I was sitting there watching the news, and it was Peter King's segment or whatever, and he had Jamar Chase. I'm sitting there looking at the hat, and I was like, I've seen that swirly looking 9 before. And I took a picture and took it, stopped it, took a picture, and I was like looking at Ashley, and I was like, oh, that's Jeff's hat. I was like, I need to make sure with Dale. So I texted Dale. I was like, is this Jeff's hat? He's like, yeah, it is. We got the same one.
Now,
I was like,
technically, it's
all right.
Matty Myers' hat.
I was
just
like,
let everybody
I
know.
looked at Ashley. I was like, I'm never going to hear the end of this, but I need to text Jeff. So I sent him a message. I was like, I'm pretty sure Jamar's wearing your hat. And he's like, oh my God. Sends it-
By the time I went to say something on Facebook, there was already like 3 posts tagging Maddie in it. Like,
Yeah.
hit it already.
Yeah, Matty
was
got
like-
tagged. I got tagged. It was awesome. I was like,
we
dude, I was
were never
freaking out
going to
in
hear the
in
end of this, but
line
this
for,
is kind of cool.
Yeah, I was freaking out in the line for going to the Bengals practice. They're like, what? I said, Jamar's wearing my hat. They're like, what? And I looked at it like, oh, that's cool. I'm like, I know. I keep saying my hat. It's not my hat. It's Matty Myers' hat.
Well, you're like the beautiful model for the brand, Jeff.
Yeah, I
Thank
mean,
you.
every time I see you, that swirly 9's behind you. So I don't know if
Exactly.
there's a
It
font
follows
name
me.
for it, but I call it the swirly 9.
It always follows
But-
me.
And you're welcome, Ice. I was paying attention during Back Together Saturday, trying to, we got to work on our SWAT team hand signals, though.
Yeah, well, we did good on the wave, though.
Well, yeah, but like I'm trying to tell you where the camera is.
I know. I
Yep.
figured it out after a while.
Yep.
I'm like, oh, yeah, I got it. Yeah, I got you. I'm like, what? First, I'm like, what? Dad? I'm like, what? Because she went toward the tunnel. I'm like, then I kind of looked like, oh, gotcha.
I'm not good with hand signals.
Like, I understand.
So anybody have any camp news today? I've been out and about all day. I had to go into work on an off day. I haven't been able to look at anything.
Well, I was down
Jonah
there.
looked good.
Yeah.
Who did?
Jonah.
Jonah. I thought you said Joe.
Jonah had some good
Out on
reps.
the scooter. No, I saw he looked like he stonewalled
Osai.
Osai once.
Hendrickson, yeah, Hendrickson too.
Jamar Chase looked good, but he looks good every day. Seems like
Yeah, I don't
T didn't practice today. At least I didn't see him. When I saw him, he had his shoulder pads off.
Chase is basically like Merck. He wakes up and just looks excellent.
Mhm. Yeah, that's it right there.
It's a-
Thank you.
what's that line from Talladega? I'll wake up and piss excellence.
Exactly. Oh, that's the greatest movie ever. Just saying, Talladega Nights. Love that movie.
Listen, we went over this. We had the giant.
I know,
The
but
Black-
I know what everybody voted on, but I still say that's the best movie. I'm just saying.
Talladega did not come close in that bracket. Listen,
It was in the top final four.
Yeah,
that's not close.
Actually, I think
it did
second.
better than Old School, man. Old School got
Yeah.
defeated in the first round, and I was so devastated. Then I had to watch Old School again just because I was so mad.
We have a Derek sighting. Right.
We have Haas.
Arrow.
We do have Haas.
Derek's not even at work. We should make him come on here.
Derek, I'll send you a link if you want to come on, man. Say something in the chat, and I'll force you on here.
He's probably like, "Oh, I'm spending time with my kids. I'm a good dad." What a loser! Freaking loser, man.
Hey, Cincy James is right. Tyler Boyd was doing real well today too, as well. The wide receivers in general look really good. I mean, I don't know if that says something about our cornerbacks, but I know Cambridge Taylor, he kind of struggled today. I know that was, which I mean, he's a rookie. That's
And
gonna happen.
this is-
Receivers
I
are
just wanna-
phenomenal.
Yeah, this is with Brandon Allen, by the way. Who I'm sorry, he's mediocre.
Yeah.
Like he's not Joe Burrow, and
He's
Our-
a backup quarterback. Just
and
don't-
our wide receivers are out here cooking people so bad that it just looks easy still. You know,
Mhm.
Oh, Derek wants a link. We're gonna have some trouble here.
Arrow wants on.
Oh.
well, he
Let
probably wants.
Arrow in.
He probably wants to talk some trash. He thinks he can talk trash.
Like,
good
hey
with
guys, I
me.
just woke up. I can only be here for like 5 minutes. I have to go hang out with my wife and
No, she's in Vegas.
my
She's
Wi-Fi
living.
Oh, so he has no chance of anything. All right.
Her and Houday Baby probably are linking up in Vegas. They both flew there. Derek just doesn't know it. Sorry, Derek, to be the bearer of bad news.
So moving on to maybe a little bit of league news.
Moving on.
The Dolphins got smoked by the league today for disciplinary. How many of y'all saw this?
Oh, he's excited about that.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Well, their fan base thinks we bought votes for an internet poll.
right.
Idiots.
Yeah, they can't.
Why
They
would
came
you
after
buy
us.
when you can do it for free?
Right.
So what the tanking thing? I assume that's the thing that Flores was also talking about when he was relieved of his duties. But was that when they were, the whole tank for Tua and everybody's
BB. Hi, BB.
Burrow going on?
I was going to say hi
Was
to
that
BB.
whole thing? Is he
Nobody's
back?
listening to you. They're all looking at the
No,
dog.
Which
It's
which
okay.
tanking?
You talk about tanking when the Bengals and the Dolphins were fighting for the number one pick between Burrow and Tua. And
So-
I mean, they certainly didn't seem to be tanking in that game that we beat.
I don't think either one of the teams were tanking.
No.
I wanted the Bengals to tank because I wanted them to get Burrow. I was
Yeah.
the only
Bears
time I've
Bengals
ever
were
rooted
definitely
against the
trying to
Bengals in
win
my
that.
life.
Hey!
Hey, Derek, what's up, brother?
What's going on, guys? Is my audio working fine?
Oh my! How is it working perfect right now? Because you're
it's
not on our
your
show. I know.
They work straight on everybody
He-
else's show.
He cares so much about me and the Rally
That's-
Round Natty brand.
That's what it is, 100%. I even said, I hadn't been on yet. I haven't, Santori, you haven't, in Iceman's words, broke my cherry yet. But
Yeah, broke, not
Yeah.
bust, as Iceman likes to say.
Broke that bitch.
so when you said to go ahead and hop on, I'm like, you know what? Since you're a through the week podcast, I
Yeah, I was
probably
gonna
won't have
say,
a better
you-
time than
no.
now. So
There's no chance.
right here, cheers to you.
Thank you.
Oh, snap. Well,
But back to Miami.
hang on.
I'm not trying
I'll be back.
to bring up our favorite Browns quarterback again, but I feel like
What
Miami
the fuck? I
has-
come on the show and then all of a sudden we gotta talk about this shit.
we were transitioning to the Dolphins, and I feel like Miami got hit a little bit harder than Deshaun Watson did for
Yeah.
what
No,
What
they
is that?
they dropped that to draw the attention away from that whole situation. That
was
is
like a
100%
news
my
dump?
opinion.
We're gonna try and really.
It's
screw
the-
up Miami
the-
here?
How do you do it? The sleight of hand or however you do the hand signals for that.
I don't.
But you heard the rumors that apparently the NFL is going to try to push for a longer
Yep.
suspension, and I think it's right. I think
I'm
it's
glad
right.
when we're all like, "Come on, Roger Goodell!" Like, when the heck did that face turn happen? Like,
Right.
all of a sudden, Roger found a way to not be the hill anymore.
Cleveland is so bad they got NFL fans to unite around Roger Goodell.
Yes.
Exactly.
I didn't
Here-
think it was possible.
Okay. Can I say one thing?
Yes.
One
No,
thing to
shut
look
up.
for.
Kick him out.
Now you're
Santor.
Santori is going to kick me out.
It's
But-
Santori, not sanatory.
What am I
It's
saying?
sanatory.
Santori?
It's
He's-
Santori.
Sanitation.
Yeah, he's not
Yeah,
sanitary.
we're a clean podcast.
Yeah, sure.
No, but if it's only 6 weeks,
Here you go.
I had to.
I knew it was happening, so I was
He had to do
slow
it
with my
once. He
words. I
had to
was-
get it out of the system one time.
If it's only 6 weeks, I think week 7 is Bengals Cleveland game. Am I correct in
It's
saying
week.
that?
Somebody
It's
said
week-
week 8. They play
Yeah.
They would play Baltimore first.
Oh, okay. Well, regardless, that is going to be the loudest boos I have ever heard for one player in my entire life, and he will probably get. I don't know. I hate to see people throwing shit on the field, but I'm almost worried that that's going to happen.
Well, you don't
in
want to
that
throw
game.
stuff on the field because
No.
there's other players out there. You know what I mean?
Absolutely,
Like,
yeah.
anyways,
You don't want
like,
to. I'm just
You don't.
saying
You shouldn't do it anyways.
that's-
But I'm just saying, even if you're that mad about the Deshaun Watson,
I'm
don't
just
throw
saying
stuff on the
that's
field. Don't
something-
be that guy. Don't do that.
1,000%. I'm just saying I could see stuff like that happen because
Well,
of the whole.
Just bring massage oil, and if it gets anywhere near our end zone, you just
If he like gets into the end zone and tries to
Move him
celebrate, everyone just sprays him.
Moving up.
Like just shoots massage oil at him.
Just baby
Yep.
oil.
Just baby oil him up.
Well, I would almost be willing to put money on it that he's not going to finish a couple games due to being banged up or something. I mean, we all know what they say about when guys go to prison for those kind of offenses, that they don't fare well kind of deal.
Mhm.
You know, a lot of these guys have kids and daughters, and, you know, he's going to have a target. And
You're going to have to wait a little while though, because that's what I was thinking. Everybody keeps saying this, but I wanted to double check the schedule. That week 8 is in Cleveland. So.
Yeah, I just looked it up too.
Oh, okay.
you know,
Yeah.
but that
I think
that
Captain,
week
you
7,
said
though?
week 14. Is that right?
Week 14 is
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
it's in Cincinnati. So
Right.
if he's back for week 8, he'll get a hero's welcome with them inbred sons of bitches.
he'll
I
get,
can't believe how excited they are for him. That's just gross.
Seeing
It
some
is.
of the videos that I've seen today.
oh, the
it's-
fans just mobbing him
Yeah.
at training camp like he's some superhero. Like,
And okay, let me say this. If you are a parent and you have to address that, do you not with your children? Because right now they probably don't know why Deshaun Watson suspended, what's going on with Deshaun Watson, you know, that kind of stuff. They just see a quarterback, oh, it's the quarterback of my favorite team. I want his autograph. How do you go about explaining that situation?
Those
if you're a
parents are
good
not doing
adult?
that. They're not going to. They're going to be like, he's good. It's set up. He's the best.
Yeah.
In the
Derek,
world.
we've unfortunately, to a lesser extent, we've lived this already with Roethlisberger.
Yeah.
I mean, when he first came back from that suspension, I can remember the stands everywhere chanting "She said no" over and over and over again.
Yeah, I have a buddy of mine that I work with that I don't know if it's true or not, but he told me he met Ben Roethlisberger in a urinal, and this was one of those drunken nights of Big Ben. And he goes, you see this ring? He said, this means I could do whatever the fuck I want. And I'm just saying that's a story that was told to me, whether it's true or not, who knows, but understanding who that guy is, I don't doubt it one bit.
I mean, it was well known he was not a good person.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
anybody that went to college with him, you'll hear stories. You know, they all knew who he was. I've got my own. Seven Springs. We were out there snowboarding. He was there with Willie Colon and somebody else. I ran into him at the bar before they went to a karaoke bar. He can't sing, by the way. He is double fisting. He had beer spilled down his shirt with a couple of women around him who I just you would think someone who is a quarterback of an NFL team, I'm sorry, could do better.
I just want to know: is there videos of you snowboarding? I would like to see these. Well, that's. I think you're
Oh,
missing.
bro, I'm great.
I have to see this.
I've
believe
been snowboarding. Well, hey, let's go out. Let's go.
No, I can't snowboard. I suck at it.
I
I'll
can
bring
teach
something.
you. I am an excellent teacher.
No.
I
I
can
was
teach
gonna
you how to
say-
snowboard.
I can snowboard.
I'm-
The whole stopping thing. Is what
I
it
can,
is.
dude. We all got to go. That's it. We all got to go. I can teach you. I can teach you
I
everything
just-
you need to know to snowboard.
I just try to cut and then just face plant.
I just
Stop.
fall down.
There is
That's
not
what
a
I
single athletic bone in my body.
Since James, he was what was it? He was a punk at Miami. My buddy went to college with him. Creep then, creep now. Oh yeah.
Hey, all I gotta say is shout out to Greg Luther. He's doing double duty today. He's watching us and he's watching Ace and Zim all at the same
And he's got
time.
those fire white Bengal socks.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I need to get me some of those.
I'm not
Friday,
going
next
to foot
Friday,
stuff,
guys.
But for that, yeah.
God, I can't wait. I can't fucking wait. I'm so
Hey,
pumped up.
this
Even though
is an-
Hey,
Oh,
this is not your
I'm
show,
sorry.
Derek. God.
Who had Derek as the first one to drop the F-bomb, and he wasn't
Oh,
even
I've
supposed to
dropped
be
like
on
3
the
or 4 of
show?
them already. I don't know if this is a children's podcast or not, but
No, you're fine.
put the E on the end of it.
Sure.
But I'm excited, even though it's preseason. I'm excited to be back with everybody. Get to see everybody again.
Derek,
Dale, I know
did
you
get
missed me.
tickets.
I don't miss you.
Derek, Dale was in rare form Saturday. He was pissed off, frustrated, hot. He didn't get to see Clark Harris.
Hey,
He was-
trust
he
me.
was- He was in,
when-
in a mood.
When he got on the show Saturday night, I found out just what form he was in. He went Super Saiyan on my ass.
It was the traffic. That's why I love riding with you and meeting halfway up so you can deal with it because you don't care which lane you start driving in.
Dude,
You just
call
go
him-
in all of
I
them.
just go.
Dude, I call him like, "Are you coming?" He's like, "I hate this traffic. I have to go." And I'm like, "All right, so are you close? No, we're not."
Some inbred, some bitch was like, "Oh, I'm coming over," and I'm like, "No, you're not." And then
Yes.
he really had
Oh.
2 teeth. I looked over, he had 2 teeth. I was like, "You, buddy!" Like I was ready to throw down.
Dude,
I was like, "I can't." handle it.
Last year, there's a reason that I went immediately to Amazon and I have an emergency urinal in my truck. Last year at Back Together,
I know that's the first time I met you.
I got there early. I thought
Not the
early.
anything with the urinal, but
Yeah,
he
yeah.
had to
He
pee
wanted to
then.
use the urinal. You were the first one to pee on his truck. We know.
No, well, I mean, I thought I was going. Seriously, so I'm Google Voice, whatever, texting the wife, and I said, "Listen, I'm down here. She's working in Cincy. She was going to come after, and I'm like, I'm sorry. I just got here. I'm probably going to pee my pants and have to drive home because you can't go to practice with pee pants." I thought as I left, you remember your childhood, like, all right, everybody go pee. I didn't drink anything. I was fine. I'm like, no, I'm just gonna run down, whatever. And getting closer to the stadium, I'm like, okay, yeah, I need to hit a porta-john. And then bam, traffic. I'm like, oh no. This is not good. And it was insane traffic. I know what Dale was seeing because I've never seen gridlock in Cincinnati like I saw. What was worse, lot 1, the payment for the gate malfunctioned. So there was just a line that wasn't moving. I have never been in such intense pain. And I've got high pain tolerance, I thought. And I'm like, you know what? It hurt so bad that I wasn't even sure if I could go at that point. I was crying. I was in tears. Finally get in. I'm the only one that parked all the way back, as if anybody would care, but I parked all the way into the back of the lot. Like, I don't care if I get my truck broken into.
He's like,
This is about to get weird.
wait. Who said Cap would be the first one to make the show weird?
Hey, everybody's got to do it sometimes. But
Go ahead, continue.
I'm dumping bottles out. I'm like MacGyvering duct tape something to fit and hold and whatever. And I honestly thought I was going to run out of room. And then I'm like, what do I do now? I have vinyl flooring, so I thought
You just hose them off later.
yeah. I honestly, I'm not trying to be gross. It was an emergency situation. I ran in, and you know me. I told everybody yeah. If your pants is cool, call me Miles Davis. Anyway, so yeah, I have. So if anybody's got an emergency, I have a device in the truck.
See, this is why I tell you guys I live on the right side of town because I don't ever have this problem. I can get to the stadium in 15 minutes and get back home in about 15 minutes because it's the west side, baby.
That's
There
why
is-
we always
There
say
is
Iceman
nothing
before
right
the
about
game.
the west side. I'm
He's
Oh,
literally
everything.
like holding
There's
on
me.
to people, having people drag him into the stadium because he's so drunk. Because he don't have to worry about a ride. He can just be like, "Hey, pick me up. I'm ready to go."
Were we talking about checking on our dogs? Okay, yeah. My dog out there is like, I'm gonna run up to the house. Are we doing another half an hour? Or should I just hop off here?
We're gonna hopefully transition to the Reds if I can.
Yeah, you got to talk about the red jet. Your dad's like, "What did you get me into, Centauri? What is?"
We got viewers, is what we did.
Yeah.
There is a 6 up there. Normally
Let's
it's a
sell out.
goose
Let's
egg.
go.
You sold your soul to the devil.
Told your soul to get viewers.
I'll be right back.
You had to sell your soul to the misfits to get some viewers. The misfits are alive.
So
Oh.
let's use that as the transition for our beloved baseball team. Dad, this is kind of your realm. You want to talk on some trades?
I hate the fact that this is my realm because this team has just traded its way into the oblivion
They traded for a bunch of 18-year-olds.
A bunch of 18. We got a high school. We got like 4 high school baseball teams.
We got like 25 shortstops.
Yeah, 25 shortstops. There's a lot of people that are acting like they're excited about this. I mean, 10% of these kids might make it. They better trade for about 100 of them.
Right? It's not like every single prospect makes it.
No.
No.
I mean, the thing I do, I'll give them credit for this. There's not even really credit, but in the past, you guys remember we traded them and gotten nothing. And at least we got quote unquote high prospects in their organization. At least these guys have a shot. Before we just give away. I mean, Aroldis Chapman, who did we get for him? Nothing.
Rookie
I mean,
Yeah.
who did we get for Todd Frazier? Any of these guys we gave them away.
Right.
But we at least got guys who potentially in 2-3 years could be on the team.
I agree with that.
But-
And the other thing I like that they're doing, even though there's not much I like that they're doing, is that they're not going halfway.
Right.
They are just going all the way and getting rid of every player, and any player that's making any money. So at least they're not just sticking their toe in the water.
Right. I mean,
I think they've got a plan.
They have a plan. That's the biggest thing to me. Is at least if you have a plan, at least stick with the damn thing and see if it works. I
Right.
mean, we're not going to win till at least 2024, 2025 at least. So
My
I
whole
don't know
thought
what that
is,
plan is.
yeah. I was about to say, my whole thought is like, at the very beginning of the year, I watched a couple games, and I'm like, I just can't. My heart's not in it anymore. I hate to say it. Now, what's going to happen is, because I haven't watched I might have watched 18 innings this year. I haven't really paid too much attention because of the whole where you're going to go situation. Well, guess what?
yeah, not there.
Right there. That's where I'm going to go.
Yep.
But and come springtime, I'll be back in just like I always am every year. But right now, I got so upset with the situation and everything. And I'm sure there was almost 30,000 Bengal fans at a damn practice.
28, 25, I think is what it was.
It's like
Either way.
28-4,
Okay.
Yeah. Either way, yeah. That 4 or 5.
And what they say
28
that
and change.
the average Reds is 15.
They said I think
4
Charlie
times the Reds beat
Goodwin,
that.
or whatever it is from the Inquirer said there were more people at the Reds game the Bengals practice this weekend than any Reds game this year. Not combined, but any game that anybody's ever showed up. There's more for the people for the Bengals to show up to practice than the Reds have had for one single game this year. I mean, that tells you something right there.
And the crazy part is due to people's schedules and everything, they weren't able to make it, but they had 70,000 tickets, I thought, that they gave away for this practice.
Yep.
And
Dad had tickets.
I quote unquote sold them out. Obviously they're not going to be able to sell them out because they're all free, but they got rid of every single one of those tickets, and it's just it's insane right now.
That's my way to go there, Greg.
No, and this is the weird part that I'm torn on, because and I do this with the Bengals too. I watch every single transaction. In a vacuum, I think there's been 5 trades. All 5 of these trades they knocked out of the park.
Mm-hmm.
The issue is I don't trust them to develop and maintain these guys 5 to 6 years from now.
Right.
So if you want to take it if you just started watching the Reds last week, they've been about a 500 team for 2 months, and they made a bunch of great trades. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But the previous 30 years tell me it's not going to matter.
I mean, the other thing, Centauri, that scares me is we got 3 really good young pitchers. I think in Hunter Green, Nick Lodolo, and Ashcraft, who's pitching tonight. Like Luis Castillo, I think we just traded him. This has been his most consistent year. I know he got injured or whatever, but since he came in and was healthy and started pitching, it's been his most consistent year. And we trade him. That's my fear is what's going to happen to those 3. By the time we get those 3 to where, they're dominant pitchers, we can't afford them.
Well, Castillo was one of the last. We had like 3 or 4 of them when Castillo came up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was one of the final ones of that group. I mean, it just shows they just keep continually roll them over and over and over again. It's just like, when are you going to have a window is what I want to know.
Well, the weird thing is, in terms of finances for payroll. The Cardinals and the Reds are not separated by much, all things considered, over the last 15 to 20 years. The Cardinals consistently have good pitching, a damn good bullpen, and their hitters, sometimes they have an all-star or two. Sometimes they just have solid hitters all the way through the lineup. There's never an easy out. They always have a competitive 25 to, I think it's 27 now, man roster. Why can they do it? And then the Reds can't figure it out with the same. They spend the same money. One's a shit show and one's competitive.
It's the same thing with Tampa Bay Rays. Look at the Rays. Who do the Rays spend money on? But they maybe not every year, but every other year they're in a playoff hunt. No, they haven't won the World Series, but hell, they've been there twice in the last 20 years. We haven't won a damn playoff game. You know, and they just keep replenishing guys. I mean, that's the only hope that I have, that the Reds will stick to this plan of building the farm system, and then when you have a shot, you have a plethora of guys in the minor leagues. Hey, let's go trade for some guys that'll help us. I'm hoping that's what they'll do. You know, I don't know.
But the issue is I don't have, and this is where I was with the Bengals about 4 years ago. I don't have the confidence that they're going to make the right decisions. I see the things that they're attempting to do, and I would like to buy in and believe, but I don't have a track record of them with any kind of success outside a couple years sprinkled in here and there since 95, that it's going to be anything sustainable long term.
See, the problem I have is there isn't a Katie, there isn't a Duke, there isn't an Elizabeth. These people that the Bengals had to push Mike into making these changes, and Mike's finally seeing what these changes can do. The Reds don't have those people to make those changes
who thinks the same way as Bob does.
They got Phil, was the asshole on TV.
Right.
That's
where
what
you gonna
go forward to.
Yeah.
And maybe 30 years ago or however many years ago when Mike was in kind of the same position Phil was in, maybe that's exactly who Mike would have been, So maybe that's how far back the Reds are from the Bengals organization at this point. They are what the Bengals were 30 years ago.
Look what Cincy James has put up.
Yeah. So a handful in 32 years.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'll tell you guys, I've said this on my show before. In the 80s, if they had the playoffs set up like they do now, the Reds would have won the playoffs from 1985 all the way till 88 every year, and then 90 they won the World Series. They would have won every single year because they finished second.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and that's
that would have been Pete Rose.
Well, everybody wants to give Marge Shot crap, but at least she had winners.
Yep.
I mean, she wanted to win, and we had a farm system. We brought up Barry Larkin, we brought up Eric Davis, we brought up Tom Browning. I mean, we traded for Jose Rio. I mean, these are guys that we had in our farm system, or we had guys in our farm system to trade to get better pieces. That's what we did then. We always would just add. Might lose this person, but we'd add this person, or this guy left. Well, this young guy's coming up. That's what we had then. We haven't had that since then.
Well, you hit it on the head. The difference was Marge Schott wanted to win.
Right.
Marge Schott would win at all. Whatever her costs were, she would win at any cost.
Right.
And since then we haven't had owners that have been willing to do that.
Nope.
Going Carl Linder. I mean, he didn't even know where he was.
He wanted us to show up to watch two players. He wanted us to watch Barry Larkin and Ken Griffey Jr.
Griffey Jr. Right.
That's it.
I mean,
two great players, but you need something else.
Well, and I think the primary difference between the Reds and the Cardinals have a much better front office, and they have that passion to win. And there's a culture.
I love that. Sorry.
What's that?
She was a horrible person, but other than that, she was solid. I mean,
hey, she won.
You're not wrong.
No, not wrong, but we're not talking about personality. We're talking about winning.
We're talking about winning.
Yeah. But again, the difference between the Reds and the Cardinals is the Cardinals front office has always been far superior to that of the Reds, unless you go back to the 70s when we had Bob Howsam. Bob Howsam was a fantastic operator. And there's just a culture of winning in St. Louis. There's an expectation for winning, and that goes a long way.
I mean, they had
we've seen it this year.
The Cardinals had that in the 80s, and then they kind of sucked a little bit in the beginning of the 90s. And then I hate to say it, but Tony La Russa got there, and Walt Jocketty got there. And then they started winning again. Since like 95, they've been a winning more often than not a winning organization. They haven't had these doldrum years like we do.
No, and the Reds have been trying to pluck the Cardinal organization. It doesn't work. They
Fucking the
pluck
Cardinals, and we get nothing.
Well, I mean, we took Walt Jocketty. We got nothing. We took Castellini. They're not taking the right guys. And
Thanks,
it's
Beer
usually
System.
more than one person. It's a nucleus of a front office to put things together. And we think we can just take one guy and make all the difference.
Well, I tell you what, guys, I want to rally around the Natty right now and talk about something fantastic for the Reds.
Okay.
So let's bring up something good that the Reds have done. Not so cool Jules throughout the first pitch the other day. How about that? That's incredible
awesome.
right there. That
I don't know if Dad knows who that is.
I love what they're trying to do as far as the social media and trying to get fans more involved again. I do really appreciate that.
Real quick on that note, I love you guys, but I have to go because we got everybody's gonna be surprised. I have deck stuff to do. So
Oh my gosh.
I love you guys. Santori, Mike, thanks for having me on.
Welcome
I'll love
back,
calling
Dale.
again.
I've been here a while. I was just sitting in the background. I was like, I'll join the chat for a while.
Oh man.
How
And
was it, Dale?
I want to take full credit for Jules throwing out the first pitch because he came on our show. Next thing you know, our show, Bengals and Brews, we have a show. Bengals and
Do
Brews,
you?
we have, yes.
Yeah.
We have a YouTube, we have Twitter, we have an Instagram.
Hey.
I don't have a subtle flex thing, so I had to,
Touche.
I don't have graphics.
Touche.
He takes full credit for pretty much anything and everything. He does a little bit, just a little bit for the fantasy football league.
He's got everybody doing all the work for him, and he's taking all the
You
credit.
guys raised this
Yeah.
year.
So what is the deal? We raised like over $2,000 this
I
year.
think it ended up being a little over $2,000. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cap donated over 100. There was somebody that donated the other day. Darth, I think it was Daniel D. Dubs or something.
Mm-hmm.
He donated $250 to this family, the Kentucky flood victims. I retweeted that on our page because I guess they had lost 2 kids and 2 missing. So they probably,
That's rough.
it's heartbreaking. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. Thoughts and prayers to everybody that's dealing with that mess right now. It is not a good look. Not a good look at all.
Just thinking about what we try to do on our show, and obviously we are a much smaller vacuum than you guys are. We might raise $100 to $150 a month. You guys got $2,000.
Everything counts. Everything counts.
Yeah.
And Santori, you're a part of it.
Right?
You're
Yeah.
one of the people.
$25 in.
Yeah.
We appreciate every little bit.
And Arrow, what I love about what you do with this is it's not one charity. It's like you can kind of think about, well, you'd have more for, you know what, everybody does that. A lot of people do that.
Hey, you're welcome for that also.
I was going to say,
that was big.
Dale, you can take full credit for that because I was doing the Joe Burrow Hunger Relief Fund for the longest time. The last 2
And I
years.
love that too.
Yeah,
it's a great fund, but the thing is, it's centralized right there in Athens. Is who gets that benefit, and everyone has a charity like you talked about, Santori, with the things that you guys do on here. You and your dad, Merk. I got to stop calling you Merk. I'll just call you Dad from now on. Stepdad.
Bengal Dad.
Bengal Dad. Bengal Dad. That should be your name from now on. And but what you guys do, everyone has a charity or charities that are more close, to their own heart for one reason or the other. And why not and I just thought that was a great idea. Let people donate to their charity of choice. And then, that way it raises more money. People get to be in the fantasy league. It's just a win-win-win everything, in my opinion.
I loved it just because I got to make my first donation to a charity that a lot of people don't know about. Bridget on Twitter is involved with them, works for them, but it's Strive Together, and it's a major national outfit. I've been talking with her. I'm hoping they can do something a little bit more grassroots because what they do is they'll do a lot of funding, education, leadership, helping smaller groups in Cincinnati, and they're looking at minority, equal opportunities, equity, anything that we can. A lot of things that Marvin Lewis did with Marvin Lewis Foundation that I feel like there's just been a huge gap since he's left, especially around education, and Strive Together. That is one of their prizes that they work on. So, I got to get my foot in the door of giving to them. Hopefully that'll lead to, even more efforts to improve the lives of people in Cincinnati.
Yeah. And this is Bridget, the one that gets to argue with puppets, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
I love it.
I don't know that people know that, but she does great work, outside of the puppets.
Wonderful.
So.
And she
work,
was she the one that was the only guest so far on Tigers Talk?
Yep.
Besides-
she's the one that
besides
got
you-
to do the
Besides you
NFL
wearing a
draft
wig
and-
cap, we're not going to count that one. So-
Not one of my proudest moments. I don't
That
know.
was-
And it was my choice. I don't know why I did that.
I
That
was about
was-
to say happy wife, happy life, but it sounded like she would have been better off maybe with
I'm the one that rushed. So what does that say? Let's not go ahead.
That was definitely something. We don't know what, but it was something.
Yeah.
All you long-haired women out there, you do a lot of work just keeping your hair out of your face. I don't know how you do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was Bridget.
All right. Well, Derek, I messaged you about this on Twitter the other day. Are you guys going to do any big get together draft party? I know there's so many people now.
Yeah. So I wanted to, just like we did last year, everybody come hang out at Kitty's Sports Grill, but I'm with my work schedule and everything, I'm working a lot of hours. I'm going to try to at least get something together to where if you guys want to all go hang out, then maybe we can get something going, but I'll definitely do a little more. I got Thursday off, so I'm going to use all day Thursday to kind of look more into it. I took today off. I took Thursday off to kind of stay home with the kids and stuff. So,
But I will say,
let's talk about that because we might be able to do something really, really, really fun virtual, and then plan for a party to talk trash prior to the season once you're freed up or you get a night. So it's a little less planning. We all just head to Kitty's or something, have a good night out.
Yeah, that sounds good to me. The less planning and headache, the better for me. So.
Yep.
well, we need to make another order of koozies also. And
Yeah.
maybe at tailgating in lot 1, everybody that's part of the league can also just get a koozie,
Yeah, I'm definitely going
I'll
to
go
do
to
a bunch of
Dad's house.
giveaways and stuff too.
Well,
Yeah,
Yeah.
My dad.
look at the burger
Yeah,
bar
I mean,
behind
he has random people show up there anyways with the elite secret society. So
Oh yeah.
I may have told them about the night I went on a couple joyrides in the Maserati and the Jeep.
Yeah.
and then he gets back to your house and there's just people there that he don't even know.
I don't
My
know
house is
how
just-
many.
it's just an open house. There's no locks on the doors. There's no doors. There's no doors.
There's no rules.
Oh, I love it.
All right.
But
well,
yeah, we will definitely we'll look into getting something done for sure.
Well, I may, if you're okay with it, and I don't know if there's anything you can do about it, but steal the idea of letting people pick their own charity for a month.
I
or
like
two.
that idea.
No, it's
I
a
love
great
it.
idea. It's
The
just,
more, the better. More, the merrier. Let's get.
it's not stealing an idea, and
No.
that's what anybody that is oh, I raise more money than this person. It's stupid to me. It's
Mhm.
anybody that raises money is fantastic, man.
Yeah,
Don't shit on other people for trying to help other people.
yeah,
Did
100%.
you say you do something also where they get free entry into a fantasy team or something? Did I
Yeah,
hear
so that's
what we're talking
yeah,
about.
That's what
this
it is. Yeah.
It's a actually this year it's a 60 team
We have 60
best ball
teams.
league.
Yeah.
We had 60
people.
teams. Yeah, 60 people donated. So once again, shout out
Yeah,
to
that's cool.
everybody. It's 100%.
And
I'm
it raised
gonna
over
be-
$2,000.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And I thought, you know what? Since we've done so much, it's the least I can do. I'm going to donate. The winner's going to receive a jersey. We're going to get some Bengals and Brews, whether you like us or not. You're going to get some Bengals and Brews gear. So, yeah, that's what we're
But
depending
yeah,
on
the jersey thing, you've done that for 3 years, even when it started
Yep.
out, with a smaller amount last year. You had 40 teams. That was a big deal. But you still, you out of pocket have bought a Bengals jersey, and you let the people choose, right?
Last year, I just went ahead and just went with Burrow since
Okay.
it was, but yeah, I
easy
normally
choice.
normally whatever player you want. If you want Drew Sample, Dale, if you want a Drew Sample jersey, I'll get you a Drew Sample.
That's what you would do if I got, and it would be pure luck if I won. You would be like, Dale, I've got your 3XL Drew Sample jersey.
Errol, let me throw in something for the winner, runner up, whatever. Let me get this out to you.
Oh, wonderful!
Count
Love you,
that
Cap.
in.
Well, I'm
Love
going
you,
to try
Cap.
now. That looked good.
Yeah. What was that? That was a Skyline Chili gift card.
Gift card. Yep.
Yep,
Absolutely.
for $50.
Woo!
Dale, I know you're Ohio, but you're not necessarily local. Have you had Skyline before?
No.
No.
I had Gold Star one time, which I will say this: it was at like the mall in Batavia, Eastgate,
Yeah, no.
and it was so bad. Like we were so hungry, and we're like, well, maybe we'll just try this. And I hated it. My wife hated it. My kids hated it.
Is there no Skyline out in Portsmouth?
No.
Every time I've been out there, I've never thought to look.
Bro, we got meth. Does that count?
That's priceless.
Feeling good and hungry, methamphetamine time.
Meth and chili.
All right.
Hey, I don't care what you say. That's messed up.
All right. Well, I do have some company coming over, so I am going to cut this just a little short.
Oh, we're just having a great time. And he's like, forget it, guys.
Yeah, so screw you guys.
Dale brings up meth, and he's like, "All right, I'm out."
Oh, hey, James is looking. He says he's got an extra bobblehead of Joe Nuxall that he could donate to for runner-up or something. Good man, James. Good man.
I'm telling you, Cincy James especially, there's so many wonderful people in the Bengals community, and I mean, last year LFG Cincy, they donated a T-shirt. I mean, there's just anytime anybody gets a chance to donate stuff, I love it.
Can we get okay? So there's two things right there. So because everyone will be in, it'll be 6 different 10-team leagues.
Uh-oh.
So the winner of each league, maybe one of them wins the Skyline, one of them wins the Joe Nuxall thing. If we can get 3 more things, Derek, and then so that'll be 5, and then the overall winner will get the jersey.
Yeah, we can do something like that. The first year, that's what I did. The 2 winners of the leagues, I did a Bengal jersey from China, and then the overall winner, I did an actual jersey for and stuff like that. So
you're like, you get the cheap jersey. Don't order the orange. I bought Derek an orange jersey from China. I was like, I like you, but I don't know you that well. Like, we're boys, but we just met last year. So he's like, I'm like, what do you want? He's like, an orange Mixon jersey. I'm like, okay, order that.
I've got something.
I have yet to see him wear that jersey. I've yet to see him wear it. It must be bad.
I drowned in it. It's like a damn dress. Although I will say it matches Bengals captain's vest or jacket really, really well.
Nice.
Like
That's
neon
a good
orange. Yeah.
So,
The highlighter orange or whatever you want to call it.
So the orange wasn't complete trash, or it was pretty bad?
No, I mean it was fine.
not-
It's not the
Bengals
the
orange,
correct.
but-
Yeah. Like, well, that one's not really.
Yeah,
I
you
remember
can
getting
spot
an
the
Andy
tiny-
Dalton before, and it had multiple different oranges that I bought
Yeah.
from China. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, what is this?
I've actually got a Burrow one like that too.
I do have something that I can throw in as well if there's like a 5th place or something. I don't know how all this is going to work. We're just
Well, I was going to say, if we have
Accumulating
the
price.
winners of the leagues, each
I was
get
gonna say
something.
if you want, we can.
And then
We'll take a
one
ride around the
overall
natty.
winner.
Whoever gets last place. No, I'm just.
no, but
Whoever gets last place has to have dinner with me.
So Briminghorn actually sent us a King of the North shirt.
Oh,
How does this work?
Ooh,
So
I love
it's
it.
got Tiger guy on it.
I love Birmingham. I love that.
So
guy.
this one,
Oh, I am so messaging JR. As soon as this episode's over, I'm gonna be like, Santori got a shirt. I had you on our show. wonder
That
he
could
was-
be why.
No
is
wonder,
why.
no wonder he was saying, "Oh, I'm definitely gonna get you guys some merch and some shirts out soon." No wonder he was saying that.
It is an XL, so I can't wear it. I'm a little too thick for that, but I will definitely throw that in the pot as well.
Nice.
Love it. I appreciate you guys.
No, I'll find something. Even if it's you get a sushi dinner off my big old body, like
Dale,
maybe
you
that
can
should be
throw
the
in
grand prize. Like,
Oh
honestly.
no, that's last place.
That's whoever scores the lowest.
Dale, you can throw in your size 8 Bengals shoes.
Size 8.
Oh, Marissa ordered these shoes thinking they were women's size, and they were men's. And I told Derek we'd do a giveaway with them. We still haven't done that and because it's like a specific size. Like,
Yeah.
Hey, Kevin, I appreciate it, man. I work really, really hard. It's not a cap beard, but
Hey, this right here.
Oh no, pedophiles back.
Everybody really appreciates the mustache. I've heard a lot of
Oh
gotten a lot of
no.
talk about it. So
Arrows looking
About-
like Tony Stark.
I do. I don't have too many backgrounds, but I do have the thin Santori beard background. If I can get it to load.
Well, I thought you were going to grow your hair back out, and you keep cutting it.
Well,
yeah.
I work in corporate America now, so that's not.
See.
It's
I
over
can't-
for you now.
There we go. There's
Look
Tony
at
Stark.
it. Look at it. Beautiful. I'll just
That's-
shave this and have just the soul patch.
That's frightening.
I'm glad we keep
I
talking.
can't grow anything.
You
I'm nearly
can't?
60 years old and I can't grow anything.
You really can't?
No.
Iceman's
That's
the
just
same
fun.
way. Iceman can't really grow like a beard, he
So
said.
with the exception of the Silver Fox look, he has looked identical since like 1992.
Hey, baby, black don't crack.
Oh
Is it-
Lord.
Same hairstyle and everything. It's just little whoosh there, a little whoosh there, and
I'm gonna pull a Santori. Hey, DJ Humphries was signed to the Cardinals, guys.
why is that pulling me?
I thought he was already on the Cardinals. Did they
Oh, you're making fun of me that one night. I kept trying to give you all updates.
Oh, I love it.
It's like random undrafted free agent. You're interrupting like Bengals Sands, Anthony Cosenza, these people that we're like so lucky to have on. You're like, okay, they signed this guy who I don't know who he is, but
I'm sorry, I'm not as important as Anthony, but
none of us are.
he's the Godfather.
Yeah.
yeah, I know. I tried to get a job on Cincy Jungle years ago, and he denied my application.
It's not him though. He doesn't. He's not the one that does it.
At the time, I think it was Rebecca, whatever her name was.
Toback.
Yeah,
He is. Derek told me he's not the guy who's in charge of any of that. Like, he just has his show and stuff, right?
well, I
Mhm.
did. I have an update, ironically.
Update.
Breaking news.
Breaking
Yeah.
Who
news.
can do a good breaking news sound?
Merck has changed his name. Is this on Twitter? You just sent me a text.
I
Dad,
just sent you a text.
is this on Twitter? Is this for everybody?
No. No, go ahead and do it.
Well, you got to do it on Twitter too. You can just send me the text.
No, I can't do it on Twitter.
We're gonna do
Merck
it.
is now Bengals dad.
Yeah, you can
Yes.
do it.
Bengals
Bengals.
dad.
On Bengals
You guys
dad.
have renamed me.
Bengals dad.
And you got to make sure you change your name for on here.
No, you
Bengals dad.
now you need to get the white Nikes and the New Balances, like all
New
that.
Balance. Yeah, not
White
Nikes.
New Balances.
We got to
the
get you some
cargo shorts.
hey,
like-
denim
like Captain
shorts, New
said.
Balances, high
Yeah.
white socks, the
And get-
iPhone waist.
Tuck your Bengals jersey in, get the iPhone clip, and wear that to the Bengals games. That's
I'm
100%.
gonna be in a progressive commercial.
The little fanny pack.
Yeah, I was going to
all
say
that.
fanny pack as well.
Hey, y'all make fun of that. My grandmother wore a fanny pack for like 50 straight years till the day she died. It's his mom, and he used to tuck his jersey in until I was like, you got to stop.
I did used to tuck my jersey years ago. I tucked it in.
Hey,
Listen,
Cap
Marissa
don't know
wears
anything
a
about that.
clear fanny pack to the games instead of like taking a small person. We almost didn't get to go in on Saturday, even though she had a small purse instead of that fanny pack. They were like, "Oh, that might be too big." I'm like, "What? She's brought this in before." But so you get that little fanny pack, clear, phenomenal. She loves it. She can put her card in there, whatever, you know.
Love it. Well, hey, I think 10 minutes ago, Sanatory was trying to leave. wasn't he?
Yes, he
Oh
was.
my God.
Sanitation was trying to leave 15 minutes ago.
Oh man. But
Yes,
hey, I'll see- hopefully-
Kevin, hold on, Kevin, you're right. Houday Baby does have the best tongue in the Bengals community. Ask
Yeah.
Derek's wife.
Ooh. And he loves fanny packs.
And I would say, well, I would say clip that, but she won't see it. So it's whatever. She don't watch any of the shit I do.
All right. Well, I appreciate everybody coming on. I truly do. It's probably the most watched or listened to or whatever episode we've ever had. So it's
Hey,
I
that's
appreciate-
bad news for them because we're we're bad news bears. I tell you that.
So but
Uh-oh.
I genuinely I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. It's been a fantastic hour show.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
100%.
My dogs are going crazy, so that's the that's
the cue.
That's the sign right there.
So as always, we like to yell "Houday" before we get out of here. If you want to lead it off, Dad.
Houday!
One other thing we-
Houday, everybody. I love y'all.
Dale, ASMR, who day?
Oh yeah. One thing we haven't done in probably 2 months that we did to end every episode is I used to make my dad sing. He had some kind of song to sing.
Thunder. No,
No,
we're not.
No, I'm not singing.
you're not singing.
Not in front of this crowd. No.
Oh, man.
And I
Will always love you.
All right.
I can't
Good
believe I
night, everybody. Houday.
Thanks,
Who
Houday.
day?